All right. So I want to say that you may want to watch the Scorpio reading. I'm just saying that because now I know that I haven't done, I've done Cancer and Pisces. And so the cups represent the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or the energy of somebody like that. Or maybe it's the water aspect within you. Getting in touch with your emotions or feelings is going to be important for some of you through the 30th of June. Now, the other thing is with the Scorpio reading, the devil came out, and the devil for me is Capricorn, and we have pentacles here. Now, I haven't done Virgo and Taurus's reading, but I'm being led to say that Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus may have some significance for you also. But, so now I'm getting in a couple things, and this is not my terminology. I feel like not only is something very stagnant, I feel like, things are stalled, things are not going well, and like all of a sudden, I feel like somebody shows up or somebody appears out of nowhere, like out of the blue, somebody comes and kind of rescues you, or you might be watching this because, somebody close to you is a Sagittarius. So you may be going to rescue a Sagittarius. So it's going to be different. Just take the messages the way that they apply to you, the way that they resonate. If they don't, definitely watch your moon and or rising sign. But what I'm getting is this, and this is getting back to, because I don't speak this way, but I hear someone is being a horse's ass. And like they are stubborn, they are stuck in their ways, and they are possibly taking advantage of somebody. Now, there's a third person for some of you that may be involved in a situation, and maybe they're the one that's being the stubborn person. Because I feel like something, I'm trying to get it so you can see it here. Sorry about that. But something's not moving. Something is stuck. Now, this can represent the flow of money isn't coming in as you would like it to. It might also be a job opportunity that you're hoping gets going, or maybe you got a job and you can't stand it. And so, you're looking for something else. But this is kind of also can be somebody taking advantage of somebody, or somebody being halfway in. They're not fully into what they're doing, or you're not fully into what you're doing. You may be the one that has a choice to make, because here we have 3 people along with the number 3. So this can be a lot of, angry energy, conflict, trying to win at any cost, jealousy, creating problems where maybe there weren't any problems. Can also be a sense of betrayal. So this could be betrayal of partnerships. It can definitely be in business. Maybe somebody thought money was there and it wasn't. Somebody's been taking something. It may also have to do revolving like gossip. People just trying to one up one another, in the workplace or amongst friends, amongst family. But there's definitely strife. Now, I do normally like the 5s in reverse because it's kind of becoming more open-minded. That's how I see this card. And now this can also represent, the swords represent thoughts. So maybe there's a need to expand or look at things from someone else's perspective, someone else's point of view. that this is also letting go of past resentment or being open to change. Because the 5 does talk about conflict, and instability, but it does talk about change. And I do feel that change is coming about. There's going to be changes, and either you're going to be moving on away from this situation, or someone else is moving away from the situation. I feel, though, that you are more in the driver's seat, but you have a decision to make. And so, I feel like I'm hearing like 2's company, 3's a crowd. So I wonder, there was a 3's company. There was a sitcom show. I don't know. I wonder if there is something about battling something for a movie role or an acting or a film role. Now, I'm getting also what is this? Star-crossed lovers or cross lovers? I feel, okay. I wonder if somebody has crossed boundaries in terms of love with somebody that maybe they didn't expect. It doesn't mean that either one of you have a third, another person. But I think that there is something about like something possibly crossing lines, crossing boundaries, but star-crossed lovers. That's what I'm hearing. Star-crossed lovers. That means something to somebody. So I feel like this is something to do with, directing or acting is one thing that I'm getting. The other thing is I'm getting that I feel like somebody possibly, there could be, I can't help and ignore these cards. I feel like it doesn't mean that there was infidelity or a love triangle, but with this number 3 and this number 2 here, I feel like there has maybe there was a breakup because somebody had feelings for somebody and they're coming in. So you might be breaking up with somebody and moving on to somebody else. But I also feel like this breakup may have taken place already, and somebody's not happy that you have moved on, or will be moving on, or will be moving. Because this is indicative often for me is travel. So some of you could meet somebody while traveling, or a trip kind of opens your eyes to love or what love is. I'm getting something about Shakespeare in love. I feel like somebody's doing Shakespeare in the park. This could be in Central Park in New York City. I'm also getting England, something about love. I keep getting something with Shakespeare. Maybe somebody falls in love while doing an acting role, or you fall in love with somebody and maybe this is your boss. But there's some disagreements and conflict that have been going on, and it could be 3 siblings, it could be 3 friends, it could be in the workplace, it could be 3 relatives that you're not seeing eye to eye. And this can be very representative for me of, lack of not only harmony, but not seeing eye to eye in reverse, that there's a time for healing before maybe you pick up and move on to somebody new, or somebody is possibly an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, or an air sign, that's jealous that you have moved on and away from them. Or you're dealing, with some conflict of interest, or, deciding like, where does your heart belong? But I just get that somebody's kind of being spiteful or hanging on to things that really are creating more conflict. And it could also be that they're fighting their own emotions. You might have met somebody that is unwilling to look at their emotions, or maybe this is you, where you're having a hard time forgiving somebody because you felt betrayed and you don't see eye to eye with the situation. You feel like they could have done more. They didn't have your back. And now they're still not talking to you. And so you're moving on. Or this with the cups here, they may be returning back. They may be coming back to apologize for this that they've done. Because maybe they realized they were scared of their emotions. And so it's going to be different. Now, if there's, I get that there's like a backup plan or a backup. And I feel like the King of Cups could be the person, male or female, that is coming in to kind of help you with the situation. What I do want to say is this, because it's great to have people that support us. But don't go from, this is just my feeling. If things are this disruptive, do your best, and you might have to do it on your own. You may not be able to communicate with this person, or this person is so jealous or envious. You don't want anything to do with them. You're staying away from them. But let go of this energy so that when this happens, you kind of set yourself free from this turbulence. Now, like I said, usually this comes across to me as, let's kind of lay down our swords. Let's meet up and let's have a conversation. But I'm telling you, if this person, there may be some still disagreements or some back and forth where they shut down again until they realize what they're doing. Or it could just be that this ends, and it has ended, or it's going to end by the end of June. Could also, with the cups, this many cups, it could go out to as far as August 31st. But I feel like there's something that is going to come to light, but deal with this before you jump back into this, because this is I'm hearing this is a fish out of water. And the fish out of the water, its gills can't, it needs to be in the water. So it's kind of like flopping all over the place. And so this person could be like, they flip-flop. They go back and forth, back and forth. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that can't make up their mind when it comes to love. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you. It can be you, but I feel like it's somebody else. Now, the King of Cups, I like that he or she is here, because this is kind of getting back into balance again. But so where there was a lack of decision, see these Two of Cups, it becomes, now there's the scepter and a cup. So things get back in alignment. So maybe you end up getting back together with this person that's kind of been all over the place. It could be you, that you've been unsure of your emotions and your thoughts. Maybe you were hanging on to somebody that was Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, and Sagittarius. Now you're thinking about Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This can also represent, though, to me, kind of like a father figure, a grandfather figure, an uncle, a brother. That just hit me. In the United States, and I know it's different for other countries, but in June, it is Father's Day. So maybe there's something regarding love for a father, or wanting to kind of get back on track with a father figure or with somebody like that, is another message that I'm hearing. So the other thing is, I feel like some of you may want to travel or go on a trip, and there may be problems with money. So just be careful. Like, don't go, just be careful of money if you're having issues with that. I do feel like somebody's going to come in and help you in some way, whether it's in work, whether it's in love or a friendship. Somebody's got your back somehow, some way. Like, things happen for a reason. Now, I don't know if this is a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, uncle, brother, whatever, or female, could be female, that said to you, things happen for a reason, but I feel like there's a sign coming in that they may be contacting with you or giving you a sign from either the other side or from the other part of the world. But there's some possibility of travel for some of you, and this may even be like a cruise. You might go away for the weekend. You might be invited to go fishing or boating with some people. And so if that's the case, be careful too of drinking, because this came up in Scorpio, especially with the devil. And we had the Three of Cups also. Just be alert, because there are, there's, oh God, what's that called? Coastal.